in my earring.
Not your earring.
Girl. I need to talk about Davina. I thought that I felt bad for her because she was put in a situation where she can excel in because she's a trained actress.
Right.
However, she was so much in her head with the team that she was put with, and she was under so much pressure under her own self. Like, she kind of put her...
She was. But the look was cool. I didn't think the coat fit very well, and I thought there was going to be a reveal, and then it just didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a shame.
Because you didn't see her body.
No.
Everything blended into the cape or the...
Right, and the sleeves were too big, and it didn't fit well in the waist.
She did great in the acting challenge.
Mm-hmm.
She was very funny, but she...
Her makeup was cool. Her concept for her Paris, Eaton and all.
Yeah. But overall, the runway look itself was good. I felt like the daggers, I get that why they were small because they're supposed to be hidden and things.
Right.
But you couldn't see them.
No, they should have been comically big.
All I saw was her hands with like a little something poking out. It could have been a nail. I don't know. You know,
Right.
It looked like this.
They should have been comically big. Pull them out of your dress, and they're overly large. It
use that, and then use that big gabber of a mouth of hers.
But again, like I said earlier, she takes herself so seriously.
Mm-hmm. Blue hydrangea. I love the look.
Concept was great. I love the 007 rhinestone on the 3 tits. Very clever. Very much a throwback to the campy era of Bond films of the 70s with Octopussy and some of those. I thought that was very clever. I love the helmet. It was very chic. But again, the fit was not quite right.
Yeah, because the leggings were very wide.
I didn't mind that the chaps were big.
I kind of did, because it's like when you get down to the feet.
That's true. They were kind of overly long.
Right.
It was definitely something that
overly long and overly wide.
Yeah, and it didn't fit right in the crotch. The bodysuit didn't.
Or up here. This looked very square.
She needed to shine the leather before she got on stage with like some lube or something to give it like an extra slick look.
I'm sure she knows how to use lube too.
I'm sure.
It's very square though at the top as well.
It was. Very boxy.
The makeup, she's always...
Makeup snatched.
Always.
I love that her commitment of wearing a wig under the hat.
Props to you, bitch, because that's a real ass bitch. If she could put the little bus driver wig underneath, pussycat wig, and still wear the headpiece on top of that,
that's commitment.
Right, and because it wasn't just like a little headband, or like it completely consumed the wig.
Yeah.
So I know that bitch was hot. And then we got the scenes. Team Vivian's team killed it. Slayed, hilarious.
Even Something Wrong did well. It was.
They got the best. Well,
they got the best parts.
They got the best parts and edited them together. Bless her heart. However, I mean, she did do better than what it was shown in actual filming of the scene. And so, Scaredy Cats and
hot train wreck mess. That.
There
were individual moments where some of them were doing well and some of them did okay.
But actually, dragging this thing along together, they could not mesh well.
There was no cohesion. There was no synergy in their performances. Bless Davina's heart. She was carrying those toes on her back.
Yeah.
And it was not working. Now,
Crystal did okay.
And Cheryl did okay. I thought they were all okay. But Blue Hydrangea and Scaredy Cat were just... It was just
I feel for Blue. Blue Hydrangea, she was in her head completely.
Yeah.
She wouldn't allow herself the time to recollect the lines in her brain.
But she was funnier than Scaredy Cat.
As a whole. Because at first she was doing kind of poorly. Then when you get to the end of the scene...
It was great. She
pulls out that random deep voice, that British accent, and it was good. But where was that the whole...
Right, where was that the whole time? And I hate that she waited so long to kind of... But I feel like her and Davina, they click really well.
Yeah.
And that was...
That's what made the scene what it was at the end. Because everyone else was just kind of like sitting there and then they puked.
Right, and the only funny vomiting was... Crystal's.
And then...
but I feel like Crystal vomits a lot.
The only other funny part, I think, to me was that Cheryl even did at all was hit Blue when she
that was funny.
Yeah, like with the cane. And we find out that Scaredy Cat's team, obviously.
In the bottom.
With the critiques, I feel like they did the right thing by critiquing Scaredy Cat about her makeup.
Yes.
I never really got Cat, though. Like, what she's going for.
I did the first episode. Like, I understood that it was kind of like an anime Cat thing.
Right.
I thought, though, that she was able to do something more, but she's obviously very one-dimensional. But, I mean, young drag queens that are like that, it's fine. She'll learn. She'll grow. It'll be better.
Yeah. But, and then they said, I guess majority of them did like her look, but there's no problem with that, you like what you like, but they should have told her about the silhouette. I just don't know why they wouldn't tell her, like... After
making a comment about back rolls on something wrong, to say nothing to Scaredy Cat at all.
Irony.
Especially Michelle, who's constantly on Queens about padding, nipping in, something.
I'm like, okay, well, Michelle, where's your pads?
Right.
Oh, they're natural, so you don't understand.
Right.
Not every woman also has a certain hourglass figure either. But you have to have some sort of...
But in the artistry of drag, you have to it has to be exaggerated.
Yeah.
Like I was saying before, she's thin, she's boxy, then exaggerate it. Make it more obvious. Wear things that accentuate that. I don't think
she's aware of...
No.
She's a silhouette that works for her yet.
Not yet. I mean, that's something that comes with age.
Right. Because I still change...
Yeah.
And figure out what's a better silhouette than I was wearing before. Even if it's just like little changes, it makes a difference in the overall concept and look.
Whereas I'm a queen, I've been doing it for 15 years, and I know what kind of silhouette I want and how to pad accordingly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think Davina was very hard on herself.
Oh, bless her heart. But I've been there.
Oh, yeah. Especially when you're in a situation where you're the only seasoned girl or the only girl that's been doing it enough to have professionalism or at least some kind of decorum.
Yeah, I really felt for her.
I did too.
I really did. I thought.
But she could have also made the best of a shitty situation and
which
really.
I think she did.
Yes and no.
She could have.
But she could have also had more fun with it.
Yeah, she could have just let go and be like, well. We're gonna be the bottom.
Yes, you can be hurting inside and everything and mad at yourself for not doing well enough, but guess what? It's the whole team. It's not just you. They're not critiquing you by yourself. So the only reason why you should feel anything, you should be mad at the group all together, not just yourself. So it's not all yourself. So you need to be a little easier on yourself and be like, well, we all got here.
Right.
If it was an individual thing where it's just you and one other bitch in the bottom, then that's on you. But it's a group challenge.
Yep.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Right. Especially since she did the best. She
did the best, and everyone got themselves in that situation together.
And she received nothing but positive critiques.
Yeah.
I mean,
because the look was great.
Yeah.
Then we have Cheryl, who, brutally honest but true, talked about the other team. She feels like something wrong should be in the bottom. Agreed. However, it's a team challenge.
Right.
So, if the team wins, that whole team is safe and they're good. It's not an individual moment. They're only picking you apart individually because you're on that team that lost.
It's interesting the judges agreed with her, though. They've never done that before.
No, but when it's right, it's right.
Yeah.
And we all know that the weakest link of that group was something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. And something knew that, too.
Mm-hmm. She did. But, at least Cheryl was honest. I think there needs to be more.
I didn't think it was a hateful thing.
No.
I thought it was a very...
She was just calling it like it was.
Yes.
Which I would do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, we all did poorly as a team, but also there was bad moments on the other team.
Right.
So we need to acknowledge that as well.
Right. I'm just trying to push up my glasses. I'm not wearing them.
It happens. Blue, I agree with Michelle.
Yeah.
Because it was a forgettable performance. Because we saw her stumble. We knew it was going to be trouble. And then when we actually saw the scene in its full editedness.
Yeah.
It was still kind of bland. All the way until the end when she actually had a comedic moment.
But it's hard to give emotion or do anything if you don't even know the lines. or you're so nervous you keep forgetting the lines.
On top of which we find out in the Untucked type moment that she's homesick, and I think she was in her head just like everyone else.
And the other thing is too is she's from Northern Ireland, and Northern Ireland in relation to the rest of the British islands, they often feel like the stepchildren culturally. So her being the only Irish queen probably made her feel even more isolated.
Right.
Being away and from your support system and everything else, especially for a person who doesn't have a ton of confidence, has to be very hard. And I felt for her. And then when they were in Untucked and they broke down, and I felt for Cheryl too. When they were coming for her like that, it's like, yeah, she's putting on a drag persona, she's doing extra stuff, but
we all do.
Like
she said, like we all amp it up, we all play it up because this isn't who we naturally are.
And for her and I felt so bad for her having that breakdown in the confessional. I mean, bless her heart.
Because she was like, why are they messing with me about just being my drag persona when we're all here doing the same shit?
Right.
I feel like because of the Vivian Cheryl arc, the producers are probably telling the girls off to the side, make sure you throw jabs at Cheryl so that we can keep this going.
Right.
Or something along those lines. Because they need something to be a little bit more shady and compelling than just everyone's doing great and getting along.
Right. Which is a very British television kind of thing.
Well, also, too, enough of that with several past seasons of Drag Race.
Yeah. It's boring.
I want brutal honesty. I want bitches telling it how it fucking is.
And if they are going to all get along, then I want some meltdowns where they're stressed out and things like that, at least. Show some let me see some little reality.
At least in season 9, it kind of was like that. Yeah. Season 10, with the Vixen and Eureka moments, I feel like we'll get in that maybe if we review that or something.
The way drag queens actually behave backstage.
Yeah, and they didn't have any preconceived notions about each other. They didn't have pre-planned catchphrases and shit. They just went in being themselves and handling things as themselves together, whether they like each other or not. Everything was organic. I feel like a lot of the organic magic that they used, it's gone. Yeah. This has been a fresh air moment.
I will say, casting mostly queens who are actually talented has been refreshing.
Yeah, because
there's no Silky Ganache moments. The girls that were struggle busing have already been eliminated.
And even with the younger girls, they had
they were a concept.
Well, not even that. They were just as a person, just more put together.
Yes.
The bottom two and the lip sync. So, with Scaredy Cat and Blue Hydrangea, we finally find our bottom two. Do you think this is how it should have gone down?
Bottom two? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure. They were definitely the weakest on that team.
Yeah, I think so too. Cheryl had a okay runway and an okay by the skin of her teeth performance.
Right.
She was on the verge of lip syncing.
She was.
And she knows
she was definitely in the bottom three.
She knows she was on the chopping block. Yeah. They also have to lip sync to Venus.
Which is a great song. I can't believe that hasn't been on Drag Race before.
I'm very surprised that it hasn't been on Drag Race up until this moment, but it's cute. I'm glad that they did it with those two queens. Obviously, we know that Scaredy Cat has never performed on stage.
It was glaringly obvious watching that lip sync.
I also am like, they not cast for people that know how to actually put on a show. What are these girls supposed to do when they go on tour?
Right.
Gothie has her DJing, which Pearl did that. It's fine. But I'm wondering, like, what is Scaredy Cat going to do?
She apparently released some music, so maybe apparently she sings, so good for her.
Well, I haven't listened to it, but regardless, they have to really pull some shit out of the bag to really be entertaining on these tours if some of them are like this. Because I wouldn't go pay
Well, I mean,
$300.
there's a reason why Silky Nutmeg Ganache didn't have a line at DragCon.
Moving on, Blue was very campy. She was engaging. You could tell that she's probably not a strong performer.
I think it was more nerves. I think she knew what she was doing. She definitely had experience. But I think her nerves, she was so, bless her heart, she just gets nervous. Mm-hmm. Must be an Irish thing.
I don't know, you're a redhead. Maybe you can relate.
I'm nervous right now.
Full of anxiety, always.
I mean, I did just piss myself. So.
Wonderful, on my free time. And Scaredy Cat was flailing around aimlessly.
I have seen a billion baby queens do that on stage the first time.
Yeah, it was very cringy. And there were some cute, like, campy moments that she gave, like, with the male voice, and, oh, did that just come out of me kind of moment. But, overall, between the two, Blue Hydrangea killed it. She had more stage presence. She had more energy. She emoted on the face, even though it was stamped. You could still tell she was giving all the feels. Yeah. She was giving camp as well, with, like, her mouth movements on purpose.
It was great.
Very detoxy, almost. And clearly, we're not the only ones that thought so. RuPaul saved Blue Hydrangea, and Scaredy Cat had
went to the house.
Yep. Go to the litter box and scrape out your shit.
I did like her goodbye, though.
It was very clever.
That was, like, not bad for a first gig.
Very cute, very true.
She was very humble in her going home, which I thought was nice.
Right. I feel like she has a lot of promise.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure this isn't the last
great concept.
Yeah.
I think she's got a great eye for fashion. She just needs to hone it in.
Yeah, and that takes time.
Just time, practice.
Seasoning and things like that will happen over the years. We're going to probably see a lot of Scaredy Cat. I'm anxious to see what she's going to do next. Good luck to Scaredy Cat and all her future endeavors. If you're a huge fan of her, please support her. Continue to do so. Even though she has left, she's still a working queen, and we need to support. Yep. If you're a fan of drag, you need to support all drag, local and any variation thereof. Because we all put a lot of energy and time in what we do. And even just doing this, we spent hours getting ready. Just do this in my room. We thank you guys for stopping by and watching this video. If you liked what you saw, please give us a thumbs up down below. Please comment. Tell us how you felt about the episode, what you enjoyed about this episode of Oral Exchange. And let me know what you might want to see next. Any suggestions you have would be greatly appreciated. I'm still learning and growing doing this show. I want it to become bigger and better. We thank you. We appreciate you. We love you. Some of you. If you're not following me already, my socials are connected to this account. You can find it in my headline. Or you can go to shaniasatisfaction.com and see where I'm performing next. My socials are also on there, so you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, all those good things. Les, where can they find you?
You can find me at lust_drag. That's on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
Game.
I don't know what I was saying.
Your socials.
My socials. So at lust_drag. That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can reach me by my fashion line at Lust.
Yes, so if you like this dress
official.
that I'm wearing, did you make this one?
I did.
Yeah. So if you liked the garments we're wearing, she also makes these, and many others that you probably will see me wear on here.
I made your last one too.
Yes, so check her out, Lust Designs Official on Instagram and Facebook.
And my Etsy shop is Lust Design Shop.
Awesome. So check those out if you want a custom garment made. She's very fast, she's very affordable, and very custom. So it's all about you and what you like.
My things fit.
And last.
It lasts, that's true. I've had this dress, 3 years now?
Yeah, I think so, and I've had this for about two. So we're going to do some minor changes because she finally got a surgery a couple months ago.
Yes.
So there's some changes we got to make to old costumes, but those are the old ones. Now, anything you want now, she's got you. So hit her up on her socials. Please follow her, and follow me if you haven't already. Please share this video, and also subscribe. Click that bell up there so that you get notified every time I post a new video. So until next time, I'm Satisfaction.
And I'm Lust.
And I will see you on the next Oral Exchange. Bye. Gotta make an ugly face.
I thought I did that the whole time.
I mean, tea.
Much better.
Much better.
That was so great.
I know. I fucking love it. Thank you for doing this.
You're welcome.
Now I gotta continue this fucking bullshit since I started it now.
I know. You're 2 episodes in, girl. You're committed.
Fuck. And I gotta film tomorrow. I mean Friday. So at least I have a day.
A day in between.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
For your poor skin.
Go to ShaniaSatisfaction.com and see where I'm performing next. My socials are also on there, so you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, all those good things. Les, where can they find you?
You can find me at lust_drag. That's on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
Game.
I don't know what I was saying.
Your socials.
My socials. So at lust_drag. That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. My fashion line at Lust.
Yes, so if you like this
Designs
dress
Official.
that I'm wearing, did you make this one?
I did.
Yeah. So if you liked the garments we're wearing, she also makes these and many others that you probably will see me wear on here.
I made your last one too.
Yes, so check her out, Lust Designs Official on Instagram and Facebook.
And my Etsy shop is Lust Design Shop.
Awesome. So check those out if you want a custom garment made. She's very fast, she's very affordable, and very custom. So it's all about you and what you like.
My things fit.
And last.
It lasts, that's true. I've had this dress, 3 years now?
Yeah, I think so. And I've had this for about 2. So hit her up on her socials. Please follow her. And follow me if you haven't already. Please share this video. And also subscribe. Click that bell up there so that you get notified every time I post a new video. So until next time, I'm Satisfaction.
And I'm Lust.
And I will see you on the next oral exchange. Bye. Gotta make an ugly face.
I thought I did that the whole time.
Much better! Much better!
That was so great.
I know, I fucking love it. Thank you for doing this.
You're welcome.